After a 4-race flyway tour, we're back in Europe with the super fast and undulating Algarve International Circuit in Portugal, hosting our 5th round of the 2022 World Championship.
Joe Roberts in 9th ahead of Albert Arenas, Jorge Navarro and Marcel Schrotter.
Can he convert it into a victory? Don't go anywhere. Moto2 action in Portugal. The Tissot Grand Prix of Portugal for the Moto2 World Championship is go here in Portimao. Joe Roberts has had a pretty good start at this Grand Prix. He's there in 7th spot. The pace behind them.
Whoa, he's going!
Oh no, what's happened there?
Off. Is it raining?
It's raining. It's raining. It's pouring with rain. The top 3 men have all gone down.
Oh, they're all down.
They're all going down. This is going to be stopped. Oh, dear me. I mean, that's super scary. A flying motorcycle just missed Ayagura there by a whisker. This has got to be stopped.
Yeah, it's
this
pouring
will
down
be a red
on the
flag.
outside
It's
of turns one.
absolute
Red flag
chaos.
is out.
It's chaos. That was a horrible sight. Oh, clearly in that first sector, the rain had started to really hammer down. That was so scary. Really scary. How on earth did the likes of Jake Dixon, who was 7th, and Joe Roberts in 8th place get through unscathed? Slick tyres on a soaking wet circuit just do not work. Several riders crashed out. The race red flagged due to a multiple rider crash then, was it?
Here's Joe Roberts, who's taking a look at it. He was probably the first rider, along with Jake Dixon on circuit, who actually managed to stay upright.
He needs to go and buy a lottery ticket tonight, doesn't he, Joe Roberts? He somehow came through that race red flag due to a multiple rider crash. This is going to be a kind of bizarre and unique scenario here in Moto2. Joe Roberts in 2nd place. We are only going to have 17 riders making the restart. 7-lap sprint race here then now. It's take 2 for Moto2 here at the Tissot Grand Prix of Portugal. Jake Dixon taking advantage of a second chance here in Portimao, makes a great start from pole position. Likewise, Joe Roberts. Dixon's gone down. Jake Dixon has gone down. More drama here in Portimao.
The opportunity now falls into the hands of Joe Roberts. Look at him already streaking off into the distance. He's a 2.5 clear of Aldeguer in 2nd.
Happy memories here for Italtrans Racing. Joe Roberts then on the 16 bike is cruising at the moment to his maiden victory in the Moto2 World Championship. A rare victory indeed for an American talent in the intermediate category. As we said, 1990, John Kaczynski. The last time that happened back in the 250cc two-stroke era. It's all in the hands of Joe Roberts, the American, just 4.5 kilometres away from a maiden victory in the World Championship. It's smoking Joe Roberts, who wins a first American race in the Intermediate World Championship since 1990. Joe Roberts then wins the 7-lap sprint race here in Portimao. Joe Roberts, there was an element of good fortune to that maiden first victory, but the record books, the history books will show that the 2022 Tissot Grand Prix of Portugal was won by the 24-year-old Californian. Fantastic scenes here for Joe Roberts then. An American wins the Grand Prix for the first time since Ben Spies at Assen in MotoGP back in 2011.
Round 7 of the MotoGP World Championship, Marco Simoncelli in pole, alongside him Ben Spies and the championship leader Casey Stoner. Look out from Jorge Lorenzo from that 2nd row of the grid.
Good start from Lorenzo, in fact, as he fired away from 4th position. It's good from Ben Spies. He's alongside Simoncelli down into turn 1. Not so great from Stoner as Lorenzo comes through to lead the race. He runs it a bit wide though coming out of the corner, and it's going to be Spies leading round turn 2. Spies was quick in practice. Spies was challenging for pole position towards the end of qualifying. He looked good all weekend, whatever the weather.
No such problems for this man. Elbows, they call him, the Texan Terror.
It's because
former world superbike champion.
It's because of his old riding style, but he doesn't seem to have it so much anymore. But there, the elbows go out.
Boof, they come out like brakes, don't they, as he goes into turn 1.
That's it. When he holds in those corners, those second gear corners, it's just how wide his elbows are, almost motocross style.
What a day for Yamaha. What a day for the Texan, Ben Spies.
First ever Grand Prix victory for the Texas Terror. Ben Spies wins at the historic Assen circuit, his very first MotoGP win. The day belonging to Ben Spies after he takes his first win.
Opportunity knocked, and Joe Roberts answered the call. No question about that. You can see the emotion for Joe Roberts. I mentioned earlier on that he's certainly been on his receiving end of some ill fortune over the years, so he will certainly take this one.
The American fans, well, the American fan there waving the stars and stripes in the crowd. That young man, very happy. Not as happy though as this man.
Oh man, I was it's been a long road for me. It meant so much to me to get that win, you know, especially for all the American fans back home. I know it's been a long time coming, but we finally got it done. It's real nice to see the flag at the top there.
The Californian had been dreaming of this very moment, and now the dream becomes a reality. Joe Roberts is now a Moto2 Grand Prix winner.
His first Grand Prix victory as Joe lives the American dream in Portimao this afternoon.
An American winner here at the Tissot Grand Prix of Portugal.
Hi, it's Fabio Quattararo. Hope you give us a like and subscribe.